Yo, what's up? Tremendous boxing goons for life. We're here. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, YouTube boxing family? It's K right here. I'm back at it with the one and only Mr. Kendo Castaneda.
Kendo Tremendo Castaneda.
Kendo Tremendo. I'm sorry. But
Let me get my Michael Buffer on. Let's get this party started.
Yeah, I definitely need to get that video clip next time I go live.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm an entertainer by heart. I can't help it.
Yeah, let's get right to it. We have a lot to talk about you. I really do appreciate you taking all the time to wrap it up, and there's a lot of questions that I have for you. First things first, please explain to the audience who you are, how you get to the sport of boxing.
Do you have something playing right now?
No. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I thought I heard something in the background.
Okay, yeah. I'm totally fine on my end. But
What's up? What's up, my friend? What do you want to talk to me about? What are your questions? Talk to me. Hit me.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask, what got you in the sport of boxing? What motivated you to get into it?
It's just who I am. It's just who I've been my whole life. And my mother has always told me, what you learn best, you don't forget. So with that being said, I stick to what I know every single day, and that's just go to the boxing gym and train and stay out of trouble and fight motherfuckers for a living.
Yeah, because as far as your boxing style goes, who did you go to at, for training that that motivated you to be a boxer? Did somebody in boxing give you that drive to keep on going?
The whole city of San Antonio, Texas, man. The whole city of San Antonio, Texas has breeded me from birth to now. And the boxing scene in San Antonio, Texas is very strong, very heavy. So I would just give it up to my San Antonio boxing family. Um, Joe Souza, one of the most famous cut men in San Antonio, Texas. Joe Souza, Mr. Pete Cantu, my trainer Ronnie Cantu, was my first sparring partner as 9 years old. Um, my older brothers, Jairo Castaneda, Felipe Castaneda, the whole Cantu family, Manny Cantu, Pete Cantu, Jesse Cantu, and Mr. Jesse James Leja himself, the two-time former world champion. He's like a godfather to me. We yet have to make it happen. He's gonna become my godfather, Mr. Jesse James Leja. But yeah, Mr. Jesse James Leja himself helped me go pro and helped me become 11-0, undefeated as a prospect before I even ever got signed. Mr. Jesse James Leja helped me become an individual, independent, world class prospect at 11-0 before I signed with anybody. So I give a whole thanks to my city of San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, because that's very interesting that you say that. Because I wanted to ask, as far as your training regimen goes, could there have been a possibility that you could have been with any other high level trainer out in Texas, like Derek James or Ronnie Shields or any of those trainers? Because
I mean, Ronnie Shields trained Jesse James Leja for the most of his career towards his end.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like I
So
totally
I
forgot
mean,
about that.
I have a lot of that old school touch in my camp at all times. And let me tell you, I whenever I suffered a lot of my losses in my professional boxing career, I wanted to expand and kind of do my own thing, which is normal for a young prospect to do, or a young contender to do, because you eventually just want to live your life, like being a grown up, being a mature person. You eventually just want to expand and live your life, and learn your own battles your way. And with that being said, I feel like that's why I took some losses in my career, because I kind of just left my bubble and left my comfort zone and wanted to expand in my own self. And I feel like a lot of these young up and comers deal with that growing up to mature, is where they want to learn for themselves, and they go through these things, like through these phases in life. And I went through that. I went through those phases in life when I wanted to go on my own, and that's when I started seeing a lot of defeats. And with that being said, I just want to advise my young ones, hey man, stick to what you're doing. Don't leave. Stay with your circle closed. Like stay within the bubble, because you could go a farther long way staying within the bubble than getting out your bubble and reaching out for more. You can actually fall off that way. So I would say stay within your bubble and stay with your close circle from the jump, and run with that, because those are the ones that care for you.
Yeah, cause that's very interesting that you say that. Cause I had like a similar conversation with Coach Nelson Rodriguez. He's a boxing coach out of Florida, and he told me about the same exact thing that you said. Like boxing is like a sport where, like once you're all the way up, there's like always like a point where you could go all the way down just based off of how your mental fortitude is. And I think that, well, to me, like based off of what I've been observing, a lot of fighters really be trusting too many people in their corner, but they don't understand like who's really with them and who's not with them. So
Yeah.
from your point of view, do you believe that's important to have when you're starting up as a professional? And then once you get up to the high level, do you need to have that circle to be way more smaller, so therefore your level of motivation and success can be at a
Yes.
higher peak?
It must be very small. It must be Your circle must stay as small as possible, especially with the ones who you've known as a child, especially if those helped you, especially within those elderly people in your life that helped you overcome and be where you are now as a child. And if those elderly people are still in your life, reach out to those elderly people, because these young ones don't know, man. Like, it's just like all about society too. What society has offered us from the jump. If society is expanding very strong, and those youngsters coming up need to like just forget society. Focus on your close circle and those that are wanting you to be the best that you can be, and keep those close to you, because those are the ones that care the most for you. Forget society. Let society run the way it's gonna run. It is what it is. That's just how society is gonna go. Um, a lot of temptations will come. The devil is very, very strong. The devil is getting stronger as time goes on, with everything being exposed to light. So I would say, yeah, keep your close circle and just run with it. Run with your close circle, because that's all it takes, man. It's your first. It's your first believers, not your last. That's what it's about.
Yeah. Um, I wanted to follow up with that. How do you see yourself like career wise as an individual as you were coming up in your career? Did you have to like make certain sacrifices with people that you thought that had like your back at one point, but then they wanted to like basically take like a different direction like against you?
No, 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 no. It's not that. It's just myself. I just feel like with everything I've been through in my life, in my career, especially in this boxing career, because everyone knows how dirty and just hypocritical this boxing career can be. Being in the shoes of a fighter himself, I don't. No, it's not. To me, it's not about people have done me wrong or nothing. I think I put all the blame on myself because at the end of the day, if a fighter wins and becomes champion on his own, he did it on his own. Or if, when a fighter is doing so good and they lose, and then they do good again and then they lose again, the fighter is by themselves. Kind of like me right now. I'm by myself. No one's believing in me right now because of this loss I took against Antonio Moran. You know, doing a comeback of a century, which I was on a losing streak against top notch competition. Me, Kendo Tremendo, I came up fighting nothing but the best my whole career. And that's how I gained a name, is just doing it on my own. Kind of like Eminem on 8 Mile. You know, like when at the end of the movie, when he's just like, I'm going to do it on my own. That's the best way. I did that. I followed in the footsteps of greatness and greatness advice. Just doing it on my own. But at the end of the day, I can never blame nobody for what I've been through in my career in my life because I chose that. So with that being said, no, I don't blame anybody ever for my losses but myself. You know, I'm in the position I am in my life today to this moment because of myself, because of the choices I have made continuously as a young adult and now as a mature adult that I am now. I am now making those choices for myself, and I am in a great place, and I have no one to blame ever but myself, because that's what a godly man does.
Yeah. Um, I wanted to talk about your career. Um, some of these names that you fought, these are like high level killers.
Yeah, bro. I'm really, bro.
Yeah,
Nobody
like
look. Let me tell you this. All right, because I am fucking honest, bro. I'm a real fucking fighter. Like, for real. I really am a warrior, and I'm still pissed off about my last loss against Moran. Like, I don't know what happened to me that night. That wasn't me. I don't know. Like, I don't know. There was like some force. I don't know what's been going on with me lately, man. But there was some force on fight night where I just couldn't let my hands go, and I just went in with the wrong mindset of being defensive for the first few rounds, and that gave him the whole confidence to just beat me. It is what it is. Whatever. I lost to Moran. But as I'm saying, like, no, man. Like, I'm a real fighter. I'm for real. I fight the best of the best. It's it's so hard for me to give fights, cherry pick fights. It's so hard for me to give cherry pick fights because no one wants to fight me. No one wants to take the risk of fighting the tremendous one, Kendo Tremendo, because they know that this guy is kind of goofy. This guy is kind of crazy. Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get when you fight against me. And I promise you, 9 times out of 10, if I fought Moran 10 times, I'll beat him 9 times out of 10. He just caught me on a bad night.
yeah,
Antonio Moran beat me on a bad night for Kendo Tremendo. But I promise you, I'm gonna see him again, because I'm gonna come back and fight whoever I gotta fight to climb up to the ranks. I'm not going anywhere. I'm 19-6 with 9 knockouts. I'm not going anywhere. I still have a good record. I'm not going anywhere. It was not a last chance tournament for me. I'm here and I'm ready to fight whoever at 140, 147 pounds. I've done that already. I fought the best fighters at 147 pounds as well. I fought the most two feared Mexicans at welterweight, 147 pounds. The most two feared, and I took them the distance. I took first Mauricio Pintor 8 rounds.
yep,
I kind of beat him. I feel like I won, but I fought him in Mexico, so it is what it is. And then I fought Raul Curiel.
yeah,
I When I fought Raul Curiel, I was injured. I sprained my ankle 2 weeks before the fight. But I'm not a bitch.
Ow.
I'm not a bitch. I'm gonna show up to the fight no matter what. I fought injured and I fought. I don't know why, but I got sick leading up to the fight. I think I might have gotten COVID, but I had a Yeah, look, my girl's right here. I had 101 fever on the night of the fight,
Yo, that's
but I
crazy, man.
I still fight. Bro. I'm a warrior, bro. I'm is like it's not even to me. It's not about the paycheck. It's not. It's about fighting. I want to fight motherfuckers because I'm always stressed out and I'm always ready for a fight. I'm always praying for a fight because I'm a dramatic. I'm a drama king. I want to fight, man.
Yeah. I was also gonna comment on some of these, like on some of these fights that you did have. I actually did believe in certain fights with the Yamar Alamo fight. I think that's the biggest fight that everybody was more criticized criticizing over because people did think that you actually did win that fight, but um as far as everybody else on your resume with Zepeda, Josue Vargas, and Curio, and now Moran and Pintor, like I would even say like if anything, to me at least, I would put your resume next to like a Sean Porter type of resume because not many people want to go that route and fighting everyone. And I wanted to get your perspective. Do you think it's like a bigger risk to be going that route where you're that type of guy that wants to fight everybody, but then when casuals take a look at your resume, they're gonna say, "Oh, well, he's a journeyman," or "He's just not that good of a fighter," so they're gonna label you as like a gatekeeper.
Nah, I don't think it's a big risk to be this way. I think it's the real way to be. Cause think about it. If you want to be a real life fighter warrior, all time to be remembered as a great warrior fighter, you got to go up against the best. And that's how back in the days, that's how all the best were making their names. That's how Sugar Ray Robinson had a record of 100 and something wins, 20 something losses,
Yep.
70, 80 something knockouts. That's how Julio Cesar Chavez, the dad, had 100 and something wins,
Yep.
12, 15 losses. That's what this is where real boxers come from. And I feel like I'm cut from that cloth, that Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez, Eric Morales. I'm cut from those cloths. Like, I'm a real fighter. I'm a real Mexican fighter. I just I had the blessing of being born an American. I was born in San Antonio, Texas, United States of America, and I feel like I feel like I'm just special and talented, gifted, talented wise, and I just feel like I ran with the sport, and I ran with the entertainment. I have the voice of bringing greatness because I am an American. Of course, I have Mexican ancestry, Japanese ancestry, but
Oh, really? Well, you're Japanese.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't even like think of that. Like, I was actually thinking that you were just homogeneously Mexican.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got Japanese, so my full Castaneda is my last name through my father, and because my father's father is Castaneda, but my father's mom, her maiden last name was Nakao,
Oh, Nakao.
and my mom, her maiden last name was Yamasaki, but because her mom married my grandfather, which is my mom's dad, is Mendez. So my whole last name is Castaneda Mendez Yamasaki Nakao.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I got two Mexican last names and two Japanese last names.
Yeah, like I'm black and Puerto Rican, but I got like a mix of everything.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. See, I'm telling you, like you never know. Like I feel like what we're born with, I feel like our ancestry has a lot to do with what we do within our time.
Oh yeah, 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 definitely based off of certain traits that you pick up
Like I
from
feel
other.
like I'm kind of an alpha warrior. 'Cause I feel like I got Japanese Mexican blood in my veins, and I feel like I might just have this click in my brain or in my soul. Like, no, you need to fight until you win. Like this last fight with Moran, I'm not done, bro. I need to come back. I don't care who I fight next. I really don't. But I'm always up for an offer.
Uh
I'm
oh.
a football player. You know how these football players have all year rounds? Like they're always on the go. I'm always on the go with boxing, man. I'm always in the boxing gym. I don't go nowhere. I'm always in the gym, just punching shit, punching mitts, punching heavy bags, doubling. I need to punch something every day. I also shout out to FedEx. When I'm always working at FedEx, I just got used to it. My whole 20s, I've been in FedEx. Helping these trucks get loaded every morning to run the streets of San Antonio, Texas. But anyways, all that aside, I'm a hard worker. By heart, I just love to work. I got to be physically active, so I'm always ready for a fight.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the the financial hardships of boxing. Like if boxing was not like that and you were like a actual full-time boxer, like could you explain what your typical life would be if you got paid the way you wanted to be paid with all the benefits included?
I just see it like, hey man, if you want to do something in your life, work for it. Pick up side jobs to be successful at it. Like that's why I've been at FedEx. I was on I FedEx has been a part of my life my whole pro career because I turned pro at 18. I joined FedEx when I was 21. I was undefeated until I was 20 until I was like 25.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I picked up FedEx as a side job to not cause so much stress and trouble for my mom. That way
Yeah.
I can provide for myself. I just feel like it's all in the person, man. It's all in the person on how they want to overcome um, poverty and help out in life, man. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans and we all got to provide for our own self and help not be so stressful for it.
Yeah, I guess as far as like the business of boxing goes, like could you explain like the financial corruption behind it? Like as far as like what certain deals that you may have gone through that thought, it was okay to be offered, but then there was just nothing right.
See, me. It is what it is, man. I don't speak on behalf of my pockets ever. I just let everybody wonder, and I feel like that's why I've gone to where I've gone right now because I let everybody wonder about my pockets. I don't tell nobody about my financial history, no one what I'm making, no one. No, I don't tell nobody nothing. I don't. I speak no evil, say no evil, hear no evil. And so, with that being said, I don't really put the pressure on the financial. It is what it is, man. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. That's what it's really about. It's about the warrior. It's about the warriorship in that ring and someone who's willing to just take whatever losses or whatever wins come within the lifestyle. It is what it is. Take the wins as they go, take the losses as they go, and keep going. If you want to be a world champion, you keep going until you become world champion, even through the most difficult losses you have in your life. You keep going.
Yeah, as far as your campaign right now, I believe you campaign at 140, right?
140, 147. Honestly, making 140 is pretty stressful for me. Um, but I'll fight 147 too. I don't care. Whoever they offer me with this last chance tournament being done with, and now that this 140 pound is kind of done with, like I don't care. Like if I get offered 147, somebody that wants to challenge me on 147, like I'm here. Like I'm all ears. What's up? You know.
Yeah, because I would say like at this point, you are like a very, difficult like opponent for anybody. But like as far as like where that the legacy is, do you feel like the welterweight division is more legacy earning compared to the 140-pound division?
I feel like either one. Honestly, I feel like either one is one to keep an eye on. I feel like the whole public, the whole public, I feel like have their eyes all the time on a 140-pound fight or a welterweight 147-pound fight. I feel like either one of those fights, there's gonna be fireworks and it's gonna be entertaining for the public. So I feel either way. That's why I'm saying, like, if anyone wants to fight me at 147, I'm here. What's up? Because they're both 140, 147 is packed, man. That's where the money's at. If anyone wants to see me, I'm here.
Yeah, because I can easily see you in there with a lot of top 50 or top 100 guys, and I think honestly, like the best opponents that are really there right now are the ones that say that nobody can't fight them. But like in your perfect world setting, like who would be your hit list at either division that you would like to take on?
Hey, you name them, I'll take them. You name it. I'm a people person. You name the fighter. I promise you, I'll be like, I'll fight him. Like, what's up?
So
Like,
if I said like Super Matias or Jaron Ennis or Speedy Rashidi Ellis or Virgil Ortiz, like you're basically saying all challenges are welcome.
for who?
For Jaron Ennis, Subriel Matias, Speedy Rashidi Ellis, and who was that? The other one? Virgil
Yeah.
Ortiz.
I think, well, Ortiz is my bro, man. I seen him grow up. That's my guy. But
Oh
all the
man,
other ones, let's go. It's like I'm a Texan. I'm a Texan Mexican. So why am I gonna go and call out Virgil Ortiz? And that's my boy. That's my Texan brother. And he a dog.
yeah,
So
Virgil's good, man.
that's
He's
my that's
absolutely
my
skilled.
yeah. He's a dog, man. He don't play. And I promise you, I fight like that, man. I just don't know what happened to me this past fight. But with that being said, yeah, I'll fight any of those guys. Honestly, they all need to be tested with a solid hitter. That's at their weight class around there. Like me,
Yeah,
for example. Like I could make 47, bro, and I'll come to the ring at 160 in shape. But yeah, yeah, all those names, Rashidi Ellis, Ennis, yeah, they could get it, man. If they throw me an offer at 147, like, I'm here. What's up? I promise you, they'll get a run for their money, and it won't be easy beating me. Like, I'm hungry for a victory right now, so they could all see me. I don't care, bro. I'm with the smoke.
yeah, that's very interesting that you say that because not a lot of guys want to be talking, their name too much, and I find that to be very, cowardice because people really be,
And bro, cause they all scared, bro. They all fucking, bro. They all signed like with their managers and promoters, and they just,
promoters. Yep.
bro. My manager, bro, he loves me, bro, cause he knows I'm crazy. He knows I'm gonna fuck. I tell it like it is, and I'll fight any motherfucker at 140. Bro, he knows, bro. He knows. My manager knows what's up, bro. We're voting for Trump 2024. What's up? Everybody, we're here to save America, bro, and make and help every voice get heard. We're not here to be quiet. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm
Okay.
here to fight whoever, bro. I'm here
Trying
to
to
fight whoever. Send me a contract. Contact my manager, Terry Holland, and let him know that your boys want to fight me. Jaren Ennis, whatever. Rashidi Ellis, whatever, bro. 147. What's weight? I'm a dog at 147 too, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. Don't get it twisted. I fought one 147 fight injured, and the other one I was just off, bro. So it is what it is, bro.
yeah. I don't even think that you even suffer bad from your losses. You actually get way better every time you fight, and I don't think a lot of people really see that in you because what you bring potential wise is like if you had let that third or fourth gear to like really break somebody in a fight. I truly believe just by looking at your style, you have like a very very defensive pressure style, inside fighting, type of like ability, but it's just
Yeah.
that not a lot of uh, like like not a lot of people see that in you, and they think that you're just not a hard fight to take. But it's like once they understand how you fight, like I think let the momentum switches up a lot faster when you start to understand how to break down your like opponents and
Yeah.
decipher.
Amen, brother. I agree with you. Thanks for that, man. That's a generous compliment. Thank you. I take that to heart. Thank you, man. That makes me feel good about myself and is giving me motivation to stay in the gym and stay working on my craft. Because I'm in shape. It don't take me long to. I can spar probably 10 rounds in 2-3 days. Honestly, like I just don't know what happened to me on fight night.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, nobody fights the competition that I fight. Like even these YouTube stars, Jake Paul and all these guys, man, like they're not fighting the actual level of competition that me, Kendo Tremendo Castaneda, has been taking on for the past maybe 4 or 5 years. I've been taking on serious competition for the past 5 years, nonstop. And it's like sometimes I go in the ring a little timid because I'm like, man, like I don't know what this guy has to offer. Just I don't know. Sometimes I just get in my own head, and I think that's where I lose. I think that's why I've had a few losses because I just keep fighting these top notch contenders, and I'm in my own head about it, and that's why I don't relieve my whole. That's why I don't release my whole strength, my whole combat experience. But I still want to. I'm still in the sport. I'm not going nowhere. I still want to fight the best of the best.
Yeah, cause of that's very interesting that you say that, cause I don't think too many fighters are openly vocal about it, and they like to try to like act as if like they want the competition, but then they back off and they're not too confident in their like abilities to really be the best. But
Yeah.
for you being like a game bred old school fighter, that's something that not many people can bring to like a world title level. And when you look at yourself, career wise, if you hadn't taken that route, would you have been a way more different fighter with like a lesser skill set?
No, I wouldn't take back my life for nothing, man. I'm happy with everything I've gone through. I'm happy with the because at the end of the day, life itself is a battle, and there's defeats that anyone in this life, in this human given life, there's defeats that many humans go through in life itself. So I don't take nothing from my career, man. I'm happy with everything I've been given from God, and I'm happy with the defeats as well because at the end of the day, if you're not learning, then you're really losing. And in myself, I see myself learning and not losing.
Yeah. How would you describe your boxing style? Are you like a boxer puncher, or are you like a brawler, or defensive counter puncher? Like,
I would say I'm all over the place, man. I would say I'm all over. I would say I can box, I can punch, I can brawl. I would say I'm all over the place. It just depends on the night. Just depends on fight night, man. That's all. That's why boxing is so entertaining because everything is exposed come fight night. And every
um,
fight, like they say, every fight is different, and every fight has been different for me lately, recently.
yeah. How difficult is it for you to, be prepared with like a tough opponent? Like when you see somebody's style, do you like, go through a lot of film study through that particular opponent before you step inside the ring?
No, I just go with the flow, man. Me, I'm the type of person in life that just goes with the flow in life. And same with the fight, man. If I get scheduled to fight whoever, if it's a freaking King Kong type of guy, like I'm gonna go with the flow, and I'll figure it out eventually as camp is going on. But when the fight happens, I'm gonna go with the flow, which is it is what it is. I'm gonna go with whatever happens on fight night.
Yeah. As far as like the biggest names in your division, like do you study those styles for you to be prepared one day if you got the call
Yeah,
to
of course.
face
Yeah,
the top team?
studying boxing my whole life for like about 20 years now, so it's not hard for me to study at all. Like once I get a style that I'm gonna fight, I start studying for that and start training for that.
Yeah. As far as your promotional campaign, are you still with ProBox, or are you independent, or like who are you with?
I guess we'll see as the year continues. I guess I'll see in the new year. I guess Mr. Kendo Tremendo Castaneda is full of surprises, and I guess the boxing world will see what happens next for me.
Yeah, because I want to see you on the PBC one day, because definitely like a lot of big fights can be made through them.
Yeah, definitely, man. Everywhere. I'm all over the place. Whoever wants to fight me, I'm there. I'll pull up. I'm the type of guy that growing up in school, if I told a bully I was meeting him after school across the street, I was gonna meet him across the street.
Yeah. As far as your world title campaign, is it harder when you do take like a loss and then you have to get back up, or how does it work?
Yeah, it is. It is harder because it sets you back, and then no one wants to fight you, especially if you're actually someone to reckon with. Then no one really wants to fight you. No one wants to take that risk. So yeah, it's gonna be hard for me for the next few months.
Yeah, cause
Hey
I
man,
would.
do you mind if I use the restroom?
Yeah, 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 sure, sure. Like I'll.
What's up? You gonna pause?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like I'll take you out. Hold on. Yeah, but yeah, guys. That's pretty much at the conversation that I'm having with Kendo, and yeah, let's go off to let the chat. See who ran inside of the building. Salute Skywalker. Thank you for coming through. Salute Bruce Gas and salute to Terry Smoot. Thank you for coming by, and salute to Mr. Dwayne Freeman. Thank you for coming by, and yeah, thank you guys, man. You know, like I'm having fun, like I'm having like a good time, and just trying to, like enjoy, the show with Kendo, and get this boxing conversation in. But yeah, give me a second. Kendo will be back on. I just need to, get some stuff put together. He said he gotta go to the restroom, so I'll just put you guys right up on standby, and then we'll get right back up on the show. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, as far as fight goes, there's really no fights going on. I mean, there's Jaime Munguia, and I'm not too sure who else is really fighting after that. I think. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you have that DAZN Misfit series, but I mean that's really nothing. But either way, that's just funny. Um, that's just crazy how like DAZN really be putting on cards like that. But yeah, Hasim Rahman, he's fighting this weekend. Um, yeah, like I'm definitely I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he's gonna be doing. But yeah, man. Let's be talking about what happened with Tank, and then Kendo's right back. You
I'm
there?
back, bruh.
Sweet.
Um,
Yeah. I was going to ask you, like in regards to the boxing world news. Did you hear that Gervonta Davis is fighting Ryan Garcia?
yeah, bro. You know what? I got Tank Davis winning that fight, but at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, I do have Tank
Oh,
Davis winning, but you never know. You never know. Tank still needs to be careful with Ryan Garcia's speed, man,
yeah,
and what Ryan Garcia has to offer come fight night. Because, like I say, in fight night, everything comes to life. Everything is just more real than what the outside visual thinks it is. So I would just say Javante Davis just needs to be careful with Ryan Garcia's speed. I think Tank Davis might get hit the most in his career he's ever been hit. But I still think Davis has this in the bag, and I think Javante Tank Davis will come out victorious.
yeah. I think so too. I think what the biggest question is like like if Brian, if he was successful to actually really hurt Tank and actually do the things that people don't expect him to do to a guy like Gervonta Davis's skill level, do you believe that that type of career with Gervonta's how should I say, like his reputation as a fighter would go down if he were to lose to Ryan Garcia?
No, no, not at all. He's still a money fighter, man. People are still gonna want to see him for a paycheck. You know, like I could even fight Javante. You know, at 140 if he loses. You know,
Hey, hey, I want to see you face Alberto Puello. Get his ass out of the way.
who?
Alberto Puello, that Dominican fighter who's the champion at 140, right? Or
Alberto?
yeah, Alberto Puello. He's that black looking Dominican guy. He just won the WBA title.
Wow, I didn't see it. The only black guy I know that's good at 140, I think he might fight Antonio Moran next, is Caesar, what's his name? Rainman.
Caesar Francis.
Yeah, I think he's someone to look at 140, man. That's a big ass dude. I met him at the. He was watching my last fight because he said himself that he's destined to fight the winner, and I'm sure he'll probably fight Antonio Moran. With that being said, I feel like a rematch with me and Moran is possible because I'm pretty sure he's gonna knock Moran out. But Moran, Francis Rainman, he's a big 140 man. He's a big guy, man.
Yeah, he's huge.
He could fight, man. He can fight. He can box, brawl. He's a bad dude.
Yeah, does ProBox actually really do their job to actually promote you? You know, like how does it work with ProBox? Do they just give you fight dates and you're basically spread out all over their platforms, or?
Oh man, Probox did everything to promote me, and I feel like they promoted me more than Moran, honestly. But I mean, it is what it is, man. He come in a bad night, and he came victorious. And no, but Probox does their thing, man. They just what the Probox what Probox is trying to do is just schedule big fights, man. Prospects versus prospects, contenders versus contenders. They're really trying to bring boxing back to light, kind of like those HBO boxing after dark days, the real fights.
Yeah, I think ProBox is doing a good job. I think their matchmaking is definitely a lot more tougher compared to PBC matchmaking, because it definitely feels like a PBC matchmaking type of situation where I was even talking this out with other fighters that are with PBC, and they told me, like, honestly, like, compared to Pro Box, like, PBC's matchmaking on top of Pro Box matchmaking are almost like the same thing, because you're not going up against some easy guy. You're going up against some guy that you don't even know who he is. But once you get in there, it's like, it's a whole different story. Because people may think on paper, this guy who has, like, 16 wins and 16 knockouts goes up against another guy that has like 15 wins, 2 losses, and let's just say 6 or 7 knockouts. They would just expect, like, the puncher to beat out like another boxer that's a pure boxer. But then once the fight happens, it's like, but the style doesn't work out. So I
Yeah,
think Pro Box's matchmaking is really good because they really know how to put up those good fights, for the fans.
yeah, yeah. I agree, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, some some other questions that I had is as far as other sparring sessions that you've had with other fighters, did you ever get like the opportunity to spar with some high quality level fighters in your career, or?
Yeah, I've sparred with I was sparring with Montana Love.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this past March. 2 years ago, I was sparring a lot with Regis Prograis.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I've sparred with some top 140 pound, real.
Dogs.
Yeah, I've been in there. I've been working, man. I'm a nonstop warrior. Like, I spar against great fighters. I help so many up and coming prospects coming out of San Antonio, Texas, even around here, like Houston area, or there's fighters that travel to me, and there's fighters from Dallas, Texas, like my little big bro Alex Rincon. He's like 9-0 or 10-0.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's so
Yeah,
good, dude. I love
yeah,
Alex.
he's a Golden Boy, the zone. He'll drive down to San Antonio, Texas from Dallas, where he's from, just to get like 8 rounds with me.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I spar with a lot of great talent, man. I really do. Anywhere from 140 to 154, 160. I even sparred with Glenn Tapia.
Oh, Glenn Tapia,
Yeah,
yeah.
sparred him.
Glenn, he's a monster.
I sparred him like on actually early this year, like on February, and I beat the brakes off of him, man. Like he was trying to make a comeback and trying to come back and see where he was at, man. But I just, because I was about to fight at 147, but then I got sick. So when I was gonna fight a big 147 guy, Mark Reyes. He's like 14-1.
Yeah, like I know.
Yeah, and I was gonna fight him, so I sparred Glenn Tapia the week before I fought him. But then I got sick with the fever, with the flu randomly, so I had to pull out of the fight. Man, I never put out of no fight, and Mark Reyes put out of fighting me twice already, and then I was finally gonna fight him, and then I put out because I actually really got sick. But
Uh
I sparred I sparred Glenn Tapia before I was gonna fight him, and I just wanted to spar him because I know he's a big guy. I know he can crack. So I wanted to see where I was at against a big guy, and let me tell you, man, like all love, that's like my brother, man. But I put hands on that man, and I kind of like he hasn't been back since. Like he never actually had to fight coming back or nothing. Like it is what it is. But I think I kind of humbled him to like, hey man, it is what it is. You shouldn't fight no more.
Hey, Kendo, I think Kana Local Sports has like a message for you.
Hey, kind of local sport, what's up, bro? Hey, I'll spar you any day, bro. Hey, tell your boy Mark Reyes, bro, that I'm still here to fight. All right, 147, bro. Bro, I hate fighting on 140. Tell your boy Mark, bro, that I'm still willing to fight at 147 any fucking day of the week.
I think you and Mark should be should be the next fight.
That'd be a good fight, huh? 147.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
both of you guys are trying to get back out there. And,
Yeah, man. And then I could fight the guy that beat him with the guy that wore regular tennis shoes.
Yo, Connor, he's funny.
Hey, kind of local sports, man. Much love. Kind of local sports. That's my guy, man. He's been keeping up with me for my career for some time. Much love, kind of local, baby. You know me, tremendo local, man. I'm just always local like you, bro. Much love, brother.
Yeah. Some other questions that I had was in regards to
and much love to Mark Reyes too, man. Mark Reyes Jr., bro. Stay up, bro. Keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding. Shit, you just keep grinding, bro. Stay in the gym, bro. Fuck everything outside, bro. Stay in the gym.
Yeah. Some other questions that I had is when it's all said and done, what influence do you want to bring out to your audience that looks up to you, when your career is all, solidified?
Becoming a world champion. Becoming a world champion because I just feel like it's set in stone for me. And I'm not going to stop it. And if you're a youngster out there, if you're a youngster and you have dreams and goals like this to become a world champion in boxing, you can do it. Just work for it. Stay working. Stay in the gym. Stay helping your parents out. Stay righteous in school. Stay righteous in your life, and everything will come to you. I promise you. Just listen to your parents. That's number one. Listen to mom. Listen to dad. That's it.
Yeah. Do you have any fighters that you've looked up to that kept you inspired to continue your career?
Yeah. Shout out Floyd Mayweather, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., not Junior because he smokes too much weed. Shout out Marco Antonio Barrera. Shout out Eric Morales. Shout out what's his name? Tapia. Johnny Tapia, right?
Yeah, Johnny Tapia.
Yeah, Johnny Tapia, Juan Manuel Marquez, Manny Pacquiao, all the greats, man. I'm cut from that cloth.
Yeah, as far as the legacy goes, do you value legacy over money or money over legacy?
Legacy over money, man. Yeah. Like, it's not about winning 50K. It's not about winning 100K. No, it's about becoming the best fighter in history in the time being. Becoming the best fighter you can possibly be. Getting as many belts as you possibly can to let the world know, hey, I'm really, really here, and I'm really a warrior. I'm really with the hands. That's what it's about to me. Forget the money. It's not about the money. It's about the ownership to being an actual world class boxer.
Yeah, now that you say that, do you think it's necessary that men move like a certain way in the sport because how certain fighters are based off of their personality, does that determine how responsible you're gonna be once you get up to that level?
No, I'm always gonna be me. I for those who I just feel like those who are the way they are, I feel like they have too many people controlling them, and that's not who I am. I'm not one to be controlled. I'm one who does the controlling and does the like. Hey, I'm gonna do this. I got to do what I got to do. I'm one of those type of people. So those people who fake a persona or fake the way they are, I just feel like that's just because they're driven to be that way. But not me. I'm the way I'm gonna be forever for the end of life. I'll be the way I am.
As far as your weight classes go for winning titles, how many divisions do you plan on winning for world championships?
Honestly, 140 on 147. I'll fight anybody at 147, and I'll fight anybody at 140 as long as I got like at least 2 months. Because a lot of times these fucking asshole promoters want to contact me even before this last fight with Moran. I didn't sign the contract to fight Moran up until the date of the weigh-ins.
Oh
I didn't
wow, that's
sign the
crazy.
contract until the day of the weigh-ins against Antonio. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. But I still pulled up because I'm not a bitch. If I know I'm gonna fight somebody, I'm gonna pull up and fight you. But that's crazy, man. Like the professionalism was kind of fucked up right there. Um, but nah, I'm always gonna show up to fight. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm always gonna show up. You tell me I'm gonna fight tomorrow, I'll show up.
How hard is that the matchmaking when you do get these
I
fights
mean,
that?
when you're Kendo Tremendo Castaneda, the matchmaking is so hard, and it will take forever for someone to just want to fight you. It will take forever for a manager to want their fighter to fight you, a promoter to want their fighter to fight you. When you're as tremendous as I am, it's very hard, man. The matchmaking is hard. For me on my end, it's simple. I'll fight whoever. Just send the contract, and I'll make the weight, and I'll bring the gloves, even mine and the opponents. But it's the promoters and the managers, man. They're all against me. It is what it is, man. They all hate because they know I'm a real fighter, and they know I'm gonna come through with some shit.
Yeah, because in a theoretical sense, if they were not in that particular position and you had full control of who you wanted to fight, but you have to fight the best if you want to be recognized, you're basically saying you would take any fight, at a heartbeat, you
Yeah,
know.
I'll take any best. I'll take any best. I mean, just look at my resume, man. I'll take any best anytime. It doesn't matter whether I win, lose, or draw. Show me on fight night. Big ups to Antonio Moran. He showed me. He showed me on a bad night. But I promise you, 9 times out of 10, I see Moran 10 times. I'm beating him 9 times out of 10. Antonio Moran is not a better fighter than me, and I'll stand on that until I see him again.
Yeah,
He caught me on a bad night.
yeah, because now the that fighters that do have losses in their careers, people really use the well, who have they fought argument to prevent those fighters not fighting it, to say, oh well, you lost to this guy and that guy, so therefore I don't need to fight you because you're not that good. But it's like people don't know that until they fight you.
Yeah, yeah, man, yeah. That's right. I agree with you 100%. 100%. It's true.
Yeah, yeah. I guess as far as everything else goes, do you have any plans after boxing?
No, man. No, I'm a. I'll probably become a manager at FedEx and just relax and retire at FedEx. Honestly, I'm very used to just working hard for a living, so I'm always gonna just stay consistent with work itself.
Yeah,
I need
hopefully.
I need my benefits. All my Americans out there, benefits are very important. So
Yeah.
Work for the government. Find yourself a great steady job and stick with it. It's not bad. It's got its benefits very, very much.
Yeah. Um, yeah, like I think that's about it. Do you have any final words that like you want to say to the audience?
No, sir, man. I'm ready to go. I just hope to fight again in the new year by February. I would love to fight by February. So anybody out there looking for a fight at 140, 147, hit your boy up, Kendo Tremendo. Hit my manager up, Terry Holland, and let's make something happen. Cause I'm always ready for a fight. I'm pissed. I don't like my last performance, and I ain't going out like that. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you like for coming on, and hopefully me and you can have like another conversation soon.
Yeah, brother. I'm here, man. I'm always text away now. You got my number.
Yes,
Much
sir.
love, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, brothers.
Yep. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye. All right. Thank you guys for coming through. Shout out to Kendo Castaneda. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Kana Local Sports, Skywalker Boxing, Bruce Gaz, Dwayne Freeman. Thank you, Terry Smooth Jr. Appreciate all of you guys for coming through, and hopefully we get to do this again. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This interview will be uploaded on the podcast, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Shout out to Kendo Castaneda. Thank you for everything that you did to come on to the show today, and hopefully we could do this again. So I'll follow you guys up more with Kendo Castaneda, and hopefully we get to see him back on the big stage soon. So all right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys later, and here's the outro.